You'd see other CGI elements in the film, but the elephants are real. It's a story about the elephants. We couldn't fake that. This film came to me when I did Bahubali, so I was a different human being then in terms of size. And when we actually did the first look test when I was much bigger, and Prabhu sir didn't like it at all. Like he said, no, this is not how his man in the jungle looks. It's fun. I mean, it's a great. There's a part of me that's settled, that's happy. It's all the mad energy is kind of tamed. So I think it's good. It's good. I'm growing up.
So joining me on Pinkvilla today is a very special fan favorite actor. You've seen him in films like Dam Maro Dan, Bahubali, Kazi, and so many more. His latest film, Haathi Mere Saathi's trailer has already received rave reviews from critics and fans. Thank you so much for joining us on Pinkvilla today, Rana Daggubati.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
So we saw the trailer of Haathi Mere Saathi and we saw so many elephants there. So I personally want to begin with asking you how many of them were real and how many were added through VFX?
All that you see are real, as long as the elephants are. Yes. It's a herd of 10 elephants and we work with them throughout the film. There will be multiple sometimes based on one elephant getting tired or not, but that's the group that we worked in Thailand. And in Kerala, we worked with one elephant, that's Unni, which was the big male tusker. So yes, so you'd see other CGI elements in the film, but the elephants are real. It's a story about the elephants. We couldn't fake that.
So working with animals isn't as easy as it looks on screen. I want to know from you, what was your experience like to create that bond with them?
You've got to like the wild. I think once with a story like this, you fall in love with the wild more than you just like it. And we had a good 10-15 days that I was there before we started filming, and we had to go through the entire process of working with the elephants, understanding what they are, creating a bond, creating an energy. And I think I got to do all of that with the herd. And once they accept you as part of them, then things become pretty easy. It's just the Herculean task of getting one thing done after the other. But otherwise, in terms of a relation, it becomes very beautiful because, see, ultimately they're animals and they can sense what is right, what is wrong much better than we do, right? And they're very organic to the earth, organic to universe and energies. And so that part of it was pretty easy for me to get done. But now just the fact that if you do one take with 11 elephants, you got to get them ready for the next take. It will take you another 1 hour or so to get them all, walk them all back in that long line and put it. But yeah, but I think obviously every film you want to gain some experience which is new and unique, and I think this gave me an abundance.
So what drew you to this script and to this character and made you say, I want to play this part?
When you're in a position in life where you can get to choose the characters you want to play, you want to play things that are unique, play things that you wish for will happen, and play things that are out of someone's creative genius, which is, I think now, a character like Bandev was to me a hero that all of us need, a hero that society needs, where there's someone for the jungle, voicing the issues of the jungle and fighting for them. To me, that became probably the noblest thing to do. And after you've done films like Bahubali, obviously you're trying to do things that are new and unique and get stories from different corners of the country, right? So I think that's, to me, that was one of it. And I was also a huge fan of adventure, right? Adventure, jungle, all of that were always things that I was very excited with, even when I was young. The fact that you can get to be part of a film like that, do a film, I think was the reason I jumped in.
So we see through the trailer itself, that you have shed so much of weight for this character, and that was part of the prep process. What were some of the other things that you prepped up for to get into character?
First, I think the weight became a byproduct of what all we did. Obviously, when this film came to me when I did Bahubali, so I was a different human being then in terms of size. And when we actually did the first look test when I was much bigger. And Prabhu sir didn't like it at all. Like he said, no, this is not how his man in the jungle looks. And I think right from losing weight to growing beard to growing hair to being unkept and getting to set was the first drill. And after that, I think the first week when I was also training with the elephants at the same time was when we really got the detail of what this character does in terms of how he walks in the jungle, why he walks with the one piece up, because the way he climbs is different, the way he moves is he moves very fast, but he takes very short steps, because in the jungle you can't keep sprinting around. So I think all of these things were the first set of activities we did before we started filming also. Through the entire filming process, it was a good year and a half by the time we got out of the jungle really. We were moving from jungle to jungle. We shot in Thailand, we then moved to Kerala, then we moved to Mahabaleshwar, then we went to Satara, then we went to Vai. So pretty much everywhere there was a thick forest we could take a camera in, we were just there. And so one is, I think, see now at a normal life level, if you just go for a weekend to a forest retreat or something like that, you just start feeling so much more different, calmer. And this kind of being for a year in that whole same zone, I think changes that entire energy, right? I'm saying at least for a good 2 months at a stretch, we won't have our cell phones really working very well. You just had a morning signal and an evening signal at some point, and that little bit you don't talk to anybody also because you're just filming, right?
Yeah.
So it was definitely a life-changing and a fun experience like that.
We've seen your wife Miheeka be so supportive, share behind the scenes pictures, new footage of you. What is it like now post-marriage?
It's fun. I mean, there's a part of me that's settled, that's happy. It's all the mad energy is kind of tamed. So I think it's good. I'm growing up.